Okay, so here is 64x to the fourth minus 4. The first thing that you're going to do in any problem is you're going to see if they have a GCF, a greatest common factor. So I'm going to look at the smallest number, which is 4. Does 4 go into 64 evenly? If you don't know, you might want to use your calculator. And I think someone already answered it. What did you come up with?
No, I don't think so. Someone said yes.
Go.
No, it's not that.
Okay, you said yes. So we're going to take a 4. We're going to put it on the outside. What is 64 divided by 4?
16.
X to the fourth. And you guys, I didn't ask you if they had an X in common, and I should have, but they don't have an X in common. And then what is 4 divided by 4? 1. Okay. Now, we pulled out the GCF. But I notice it's a subtraction problem. So these are the big cues. When you know it's a subtraction problem and you only have 2 terms, you need to check. Is the exponent even? Okay. Is 16 a perfect square? Is 1 a perfect square? That right there tells you it's a difference of squares. So the 4 is going to stay. What is the square root of 16? What's half of x to the fourth? What's the square root of 1? So we're gonna have so in a different squares we always have one that is positive and one that is negative. Okay. So the 4x squared, that's a perfect square, but that's addition, so I don't have to worry about this one. But this one is subtraction. My exponent is even, so those are the 2 things. I have a minus and I have a even exponent. Is 4 a perfect square? Yes. So is 1 a perfect square? Yes. So that is a difference of squares. So 4 times 4x squared plus 1. Now we're going to break this down. What is the square root of 4x squared? 2x. The square root of 1 is, so we're going to have a plus 1 and we're going to have a minus 1. And that's your final answer. Again, you guys, the reason they like this one is because you had to pull out a GCF, you had to know a difference of squares, then you had to know a difference of squares. You had to keep going.